His journey from a college dropout to business tycoon is nothing less than extraordinary. Hello everyone, welcome to The Wealthiest, where you will learn the ins and outs about the world's elite, how they live and how they spend their accumulated wealth. Let's get started. We learn a lot about how successful people have handled and overcame obstacles in their lives when we examine their life stories. These teachings aid in life management and future planning for our loved ones. One such bright star in the Indian economy's sky is Mr. Gautam Adani. Adani, unlike other corporate tycoons, did not inherit his father's riches, making the Adani family the wealthiest with a net worth of $150 million. Gautam made a determined effort to alter his destiny. When you explore Gautam Adani's success story, you can see how he used hard work, business expertise, and a strong determination to create his stairway to success. We'll tell you all about it in this video. Make sure to stay till the end to know some of the interesting facts you might have not known about Gautam Adani. Before he became a billionaire, Adani displayed entrepreneurial qualities while he was young. During his second year of college, he left to pursue a career. He was one of his parents' 7 children, and they had struggled financially. His father was a retailer of textiles. In order to begin working as a diamond sorter, Adani moved to Mumbai. Even though his initial position only lasted for 2 to 3 years, at that point he had gained knowledge of the business's inner workings and how it adapts to the market. He was able to establish a diamond brokerage thanks to his industry understanding. It was the first venture he tried out for himself when his brother Mahasuk Adani invited him back to Ahmedabad to work at the plastic factory he had created. It was the next big turning point in his life. As soon as Gautam joined the company, he began bringing PVC into India and entered the world of international trade at that time. Adani is a man who has the ability to recognize an opportunity when it is at your door. A successful person stands out from the crowd due to their foresight and ability to grasp opportunities. Adani is living proof of that. When the Indian economy opened the door to globalization, he saw opportunities. He found it to be a blessing. He quickly expanded his business using the circumstances to get access to the new market. In 1988, Adani formed the Adani Group, although his business initially traded in agricultural goods and power. However, that altered in 1991 as the Indian economy entered a new era. In light of the change in market demand, Adani seized the chance to diversify. Adani Group gradually developed into a corporation by diversifying into several industries, including electricity production and transmission, coal mining and trade, gas distribution, oil and gas exploration, ports, and special economic zones aka SEZ. Despite his spectacular rise to fame, Gautam never forgot his modest beginnings. As a philanthropist, Adani participates in a variety of charitable endeavors alongside his wife, Preeti Adani, a dentist by profession and managing trustee of the Adani Foundation. The trust aims to promote rural infrastructure development, school improvement, community health improvement, and more. However, like any other successful person, Adani too has been targeted with some disputed controversies. Because of his long-standing connections to Prime Minister Modi, Asia's richest man was able to acquire billions. Due to claims of extensive corruption and market manipulation, his fortune is currently declining. Indian business magnate Gautam Adani suffered a $6.5 billion loss on January 25, 2023 as a result of activist investment company Hindenburg Research's blistering 100-page study on Adani and his organization, which accused them of significant fraud and stock manipulation. Adani was accused of performing the greatest fraud in corporate history by Hindenburg, which reported a short position on Adani Group firms. But Chief Financial Officer Jugshinder Singh of Adani Group responded with a statement denying the accusations, calling them a malicious combination of selective misinformation and stale, baseless and discredited allegations that have been tested and rejected by India's highest courts, and claiming that Hindenburg had not contacted Adani Group. His net worth. Adani, 60 years old, a college dropout who turned down his father's textile business in preference of starting a commodities export company in 1988. He has long been a supporter of India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Adani, who now has control over important elements of India's economy, including its largest port, Mundra, has grown in influence at the same time as Modi has. In addition, he runs the biggest airport in the nation and has a foothold in cement, green energy, and electricity production through his 7 publicly traded firms. Adani's fortune increased by $55 billion in 2017 during a time when many fortunes across the world saw a decline due to falling stock prices, making him the highest billionaire gainer for the year 2022. Despite his recent decline, Adani was still valued at $119 billion at the end of January 2023, which is $112 billion more than he was in 2014, when Forbes first looked at his connections to Modi, who was Gujarat's chief minister at the time. However, he has slipped from 3rd to 7th spot in the Forbes billionaire list after the Hindenburg report. Interesting facts behind billionaire Gautam Adani. Adani enrolled at Gujarat University to study but left his commerce program during the second year. After quitting college and declining to work in his father's textile company, Gautam Adani found employment as a diamond sorter in Mumbai in the 1980s. Adani began a brief career in diamond trading before becoming a millionaire at age 20. In 1988, he finally launched a company that would import and export goods. What his life teaches us. If we look into Gautam's life, we can see that his ascent to the top wasn't easy. A self-made billionaire, he had to fight as everyone else did to get to this position. But he was also a visionary who grew up learning to grasp opportunities as they presented themselves. Here are some life lessons that may be drawn from Gautam Adani. It's important to understand an opportunity's potential. Adani has a vision. He understood the significance of ports in the development of an economy. Adani succeeded in gaining a stronghold over the market because he saw the potential of commercial ports. He continues to construct additional ports both domestically and overseas and is currently the largest port owner in India. In his port, Adani constructed a 2 kilometers long airstrip that can accommodate big aircraft. It is India's only port with an airstrip. He understood the significance of comprehending the desire of other manufacturers and rivals for long-term possibilities and profit, thanks to his great business sense. And finally, his lessons enabled him to create a monopoly. He started off concentrating on expanding his business as the market evolved. His firm was initially focused on exporting agricultural and energy goods, but it has now evolved to include electricity generation and distribution, oil and gas exploration, logistics, and port construction. When India's economic outlook shifted, he was quick to spot business opportunities. He is a sharp observer who recognizes potential areas of growth and demand and is a practitioner of grabbing the moment when it presents itself. In 2019, India Today recognized Adani as the 3rd most outstanding person in India. His life is an example of how a guy may rise from a lowly beginning to become one of the most prosperous manufacturers of his age through focus and perseverance. This is it for today. Thanks for watching the video till the end. Do let us know your thoughts about the video in the comment section down below. Please comment, like, and subscribe to our channel. Take care of yourselves and we'll see you in the next video.